The debate over the nature of creativity is an old one. Is creative talent something you're born with, or is it something that anyone, with practice and dedication, can acquire? If you take a look at the long lineage of the Weill family, you might be convinced that it is all in the DNA. On December 19, 1926, Claude Weill was born in Paris, France, to Robert and Yvonne Weill. The Weill family owned a successful print house that was founded in 1896 by Claude's grandfather, Marx Weill, and did business under the name Weill June. During the outset of World War II, the Weill family was forced to go into hiding as most Jewish entrepreneurs, and the print shop was ultimately seized by the Nazis. As a teenager during the war, Claude took refuge in the mountains of France and joined in the resistance at the age of 16. After his father's death in 1943, Claude joined his uncles in New York.
At 18, just after the war, I went to New York and did a 10-month internship at Eisen & Freeman, a printer specialized in cardboard point-of-sale display.
Upon returning to France, Claude took all that he learned during his internship and got the family's print shop back into business, with a new focus on producing cardboard displays under the banner of Weill Robert Displays.
I was fond of new products, new design, new way of shopping. I changed the family printing workshop completely into a cardboard display company. We would mostly work for the food brands. It was time of supermarkets, hypermarkets at their best.
With a thriving display business, Claude became one of the founders of SNPV, the French Display Association that later became Popeye France. Nearly a decade later, he launched a group that provided an open forum to share point-of-sale ideas, consisting mostly of printers, known as Graphic International Communications at the time. Nearly 50 years later, GIC still exists. Claude became chairman of Popeye France in 1990, and in 1992 he became president of Popeye Europe, where he helped to launch Popeye chapters all throughout Europe. In the midst of growing Weill Robert Displays and advocating for the industry at large, Claude welcomed his first child, Pierre Alain Weill, in 1957. Pierre Alain followed in his father's footsteps, starting by accepting the opportunity to work in the United States at Detroit Marketing Displays. Here, he learned about metal displays before spending a year working for a silkscreen company at the forefront of UV curing technology.
In July 1977, I went back to France and I joined my father. My father asked me to join the business. It was not what I had in mind first. Well, I changed my mind and I realized that being around displays in the States and in Australia helped me. And also since I was born, I had been, around displays. And I probably planted a seed that grew into a secret passion for this trade.
Upon his father's retirement, Pierre Alain continued to evolve Weill Robert Display, from cardboard displays to metal displays to store fixtures and manufacturing.
If there's one thing I learned from my father, it's that for family business, it is very important from time to time, to make changes if you want to stay alive. And this is what I did.
In 2007, he also became chairman of Popeye France and was the first European member to serve on the international board. Pierre Alain currently serves as the CEO of the GIC, a group his father founded over 50 years ago, which now serves a network for global in-store communication campaigns. He also presently serves as an elected politician in Paris. Spanning 4 generations, the Weill family has continued to create and innovate within the printing, point-of-sale, and marketing sectors, suggesting that creativity really does run through their veins.
I would like to tell you how much we are touched and honored to be allowed in the shop Hall of Fame. Me and my son to receive this honor.
Claude and Pierre Alain Weill, inducted into the Shop Hall of Fame, November 6, 2019.